What was the kiss with Sultana about exactly?
The housemates, after having a sumptuous meal made by K-Bobo, decided to hold a truth or dare game. Mind you, not all housemates participated, but most of them did, and it was all fun and good. In fact, that was what they were playing before Big Brother decided to ruin the fun by scaring the housemates with all those strange sounds in the early hours of today. Meanwhile, let me go back to K-Bobo. So the housemates while eating K-Bobo's food was warning Ebuka. You know, after Ebuka asked K-Bobo if cooking was the only thing he was bringing to the show, K-Bobo said he's no longer cooking, that he would take a step back and do other things. And you know, while all of them were eating the food, they were confessing on how delicious the food was, and was not telling Ebuka to take time so that K-Bobo does not abandon the kitchen, that they're really enjoying his food. Although Tema said that she overheard someone in the garden saying that this food has taken 7 hours. So, and Kola was like, is it not better to take longer time and deliver such a delicious meal than make it quick and you ended up cooking a mess? Culture also used that opportunity to remind the housemates that can they now see why he gave K-Bobo's team during the Golden Penny Semovita task a 4/5 for their afang soup. That had it been they tested that afang soup, that K-Bobo they cool. I know Culture was referring to Doris. You know, Doris kept going off on him that day, on him and Kola, for overscoring, like going overboard, knowing fully well that the rest of the team will be stingy with their own scores. Anyway, let's go to their truth or dare game. Trust me, you will like it. Trust me. So Jason J asked Bright Morgan if given an option to choose between having a relationship in the house, a ship with Mide in the house, and losing his outside relationship, but at the end he will win the prize money, or not to have any ship in the house and maintain the relationship he has with his girlfriend outside of the house and end up not winning the prize money. And guess what? Bright said he better have a relationship in here, lose what he has outside, because he's here for the money, that he's here to win the money. Hey, Omo, Bright Morgan. Culture was asked if given the opportunity, will he like to date Tracy? And bro, he didn't even waste time. He just said no. I don't know whether he was being honest with his answer, but he just gave a very straight, like, he didn't even waste time. He just said no, he won't. And that's not all. Rude Boy was asked, will he be processing things with Thelma outside of the house? Will he be going after Thelma outside of this show? And Rude Boy answered immediately no. Mind you, this just happened a few minutes after Rude Boy was complaining to Joanna on how rude Thelma has been, how desperate and annoying and disrespectful Thelma has been towards him. So I don't know if he decided to use this leverage to kind of say to Thelma's face, so you're not good. Anyways, after Rude Boy replied, Thelma came with her own question immediately. Thelma told Rude Boy that 36 hours later, after they entered the house, that he was already professing love to her, telling her how much he loves her. Was that him being strategic or genuine? And trust me, while you would think this is just a random question, this is Thelma trying to announce to the rest of the housemates that Rude Boy saying, oh no, I'm not going to process things, ask Thelma outside of this house. That's Rude Boy was the same person who was going after her. Do you get? And Rude Boy was like, no, that he didn't even enter this house with a strategy, that was him being genuine. And I could have preferred if Rude Boy said that it was just him being strategic, made the whole table scatter. For the sake of the game, he could have just said he was only being strategic. Let's see the reaction that will come from Thelma. Being that you already said you're not going to process things outside of here with Thelma. Anyways, I love that they were all being real and genuine with their answer. Bobo, on getting an opportunity, asked Mansan that with Ivata, was that him being romantic? Was there any time he loved Alvata that he wanted to be romantic with Alvata? But then Mesa said no, that it was never romantical. That with Ivata, it was just him liking Ivata. That he came into this house and there is this girl who is being caring, looking after him, cooking food. That he had no other option. That's like her. That he just liked Ivata as a housemate and nothing more. Koyin was also put in the hot seat. He was asked about the kiss with Sultana. And Koyin said, well, that it was just a kiss. That they were playing a game, a truth or dare game. And, before the kiss happened, it's a truth or dare game, nothing more, nothing, nothing deep about it. That it was just the both of them playing a game and the kiss happened. But what Koyin? Well, that's just what Koyin told the housemates. What Koyin does not remember is that we, the viewers, we watched it and we know how long that kiss happened. Anyways, and to tell you that these housemates, they know what they want to achieve with this game. Jason J was dead to go give Sultana a lap dance, which he did. I was thinking Sultana will give us attitude, going by the discussion she had with Soso in the garden. And if in case you missed that discussion, go watch the video before this one to understand what I was saying. But baby girl was just sitting there and Jason J did his thing. Rude Boy was at some point there to go get pots in the kitchen and run around the house hitting it, shouting town crier. Town crier. Indeed, Rude Boy in a town crier, his voice alone, this one past daring, is indeed a town crier. Meanwhile, Imisi was asked, what is it that Kola was actually asked, what is this thing between him and Imisi? And he said Imisi is just a sister. Well, Imisi was asked to give Kola a massage, and Kola was saying, now that's incest, meaning that since they are siblings. But that actually happened, and they also dared Imisi to remove Kola's t-shirt, and go to the center of the lounge and shout and be shouting repeatedly, Kola ma pami now, and that she should do it in a romantic way. And Imisi that clown, Imisi actually did that. But the daring that Imisi did that got me laughing was when Imisi was asked to twerk before Kola. Guys, that's the worst twerking I've ever seen in my life. But then, well done to Imisi over delivered last night too. Like, we all kept laughing. Imisi was part of the reason why that game was fun and lively, because for everything they ask her to do, she's going to do it too. But the way she would do it is where the fun comes in. Mide's lap dance to Bright Morgan was also funny, but you won't compare it to that of Imisi. Like, Imisi just was giving us comedian vibes all throughout. Meanwhile, while the housemates were enjoying this, or rather, actually, while most of the housemates on that table was enjoying this game. Now, tell me why Mr. Renze decided to just frown his face all through, especially when Koyin was now dead to give Doris a lap dance. Why was Mr. Renze frowning? Like, but come on now. Can't someone just give Mrs. Renze a lap dance? Like, come on. Didn't you play as a kid? Anyways, Kola was also asked to go and peck a girl he found attractive in this house. And Kola began to walk towards Dede. But, Dede was like, where is he coming to? Stuff like that. And while everybody on that table started laughing, Kola then reversed and then moved to where Thelma was and gave Thelma a peck. Capable was there to go to the center of the lounge, strip off, and then be screaming Ivata's name in a very romantic way. And, while he went to the middle of the lounge to do that, Thelma asked Denari to please go and open the door so that Ivata could hear her name. But Missy was like, no, now she's sleeping. I don't even wake her up. She won't like this. Where you'll be sleeping and someone is screaming your name downstairs. But when Capable was doing this, the rest of the housemates were laughing. But can you see Mensa's face? I actually enjoyed this game because why are you saying that this girl, you just like this girl, nothing romantic? And then when this girl's name was being mentioned, You're doing your face like a child whose chocolate was snatched from. Meanwhile, while it was all fun and games, some revelations were revealed. Like, Zita was asked if she's going to continue with Dambo's kid when she gets out of the house. And she said she doesn't know, that anything can happen. She might go out and decide to continue. She might go out and they won't continue. But till then, I was like, okay, are we beginning to have a second thought already? And then Imisi was asked why she's always sleeping in the garden. And she said it's from a trauma place. That's the few times she tried to sleep in the main house, she ended up crying herself to bed, or needing a cuddle, or needing someone to sleep beside her, because she ends up having series of nightmares. And that this is because something happened to her in the dark, or rather she said something was done to her in the dark. And since then she has been having, she has been battling this thing. So she can't sleep where there is no light. She can't sleep without the lights on. That's why she's sleeping in the garden. And I'm like, wow, isn't this the best week to face your fears? Anyways, she'll be fine. I'm also glad she actually made this explanation, because at some point, if you notice some of the housemates like Benson have slept outside. Who else again? At some point, if I begin to see it as why is Missy always sleeping in the garden? Isn't it also coming from a place of strategy, or how they think in that house? Then Doris was asked a very crucial question on why she detached herself from Kola, and even that friendship is no longer there. That friendship week 1, week 2, that Doris is like, I'm looking out for you, you're my friend, I don't want my friend to be da 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 da, you're my friend, you're my friend. Yeah. That friendship is no longer there. And Doris said yes, that she intentionally did that her name is Ebere Okorie Doris, that she wants to protect this name to the last call, because they were beginning to tarnish her name, her dignity, and she wouldn't just sit and watch that happen. So she needed to remove herself from all that bullshit going on to save herself from embarrassment or anybody tarnishing her brand. And Imisi was like, I beg go, Kola is not bullshit. Well, why Doris tried to link this into her protecting her name, not allowing people run a narrative about her, I was like, baby girl, are you sure it's not because you got into a ship? Are you sure it's not because that already happened? Well, moving on, Joanna was the last to be dead. She was asked to go to the staircase and mourn in a very romantic way. Just when she was about to give us a show, Big Brother decided that was the best time to give the housemates a tempo run. The television suddenly came on with a weird sound coming out. So the housemates started running, and at that, they ended up having what will I call it? A scary night or something. And that was the end of this truth or dare game. Anyways, did you watch it? Did you enjoy it? Because personally, I did. Tell me, what was your highlight in it? I'll be reading your comments in the comment section. Thank you for watching.
It traumatizes me a lot. I cry to bed. Can I can testify? Yeah, so that because my name is Bbnaija or Korean. I don't want that to be tarnished. So romantic, or did you like her? Like, no. I just like her because she has been very, very caring since.